Some treasures survive the test of time, carrying stories in every curve and detail. 3 iconic dollars stand before us, each with its own journey, scratches, and marks from years of history. These coins are more than metal. They are art, legacy, and mystery rolled into one. Look closely at the craftsmanship, the designs, the symbols captured in every edge and relief. $3, 3 stories, one timeless beauty waiting to be discovered. So let's get started. First coin. The United States has a rich history of coinage, and among the many fascinating coins that collectors seek, the Eisenhower dollar stands out for its unique design and historical significance. One particular coin that has captured the attention of numismatists and collectors alike is the 1972 Eisenhower dollar with a D mint mark. This coin, in very fine condition, despite its circulation scratches, has become a true gem in the world of collectible coins, commanding astonishing prices in today's auction market, often reaching up to $600,000. The Eisenhower dollar was first issued in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, and a revered World War II general. It was the first dollar coin issued by the United States after the Peace Dollar series ended in 1935, and it holds a special place in modern numismatics. The coin itself is composed of copper-nickel, clad for circulation coins, and some special collector editions were struck in 40% silver. Its large size, detailed design, and historical relevance make it a prized possession for collectors around the world. What makes the 1972 D mint mark Eisenhower dollar so remarkable is not just its age, but its scarcity in high-grade condition. Coins from this era were heavily circulated, meaning that very few specimens have survived with minimal wear. Even though our coin exhibits minor scratches from its circulation, its overall quality remains very fine, which is a significant factor in determining its high value. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins that retain their original luster and show clear details in the designs, and the 1972 D Eisenhower dollar meets these criteria admirably. On the obverse of the coin, you will see the striking portrait of President Eisenhower. Designed by Frank Gasparo, this portrait captures the dignity and character of Eisenhower, reflecting both his military leadership and presidential legacy. The details of his face, the contours of his hair, and the crispness of the lettering around the rim all contribute to the coin's appeal. On the reverse, there's an equally iconic design featuring an eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, surrounded by 13 stars, representing the original colonies. This reverse design was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia, connecting the coin to one of America's greatest achievements in space exploration. The mint mark D indicates that this particular coin was produced at the Denver Mint. Coins from different mints can vary in rarity, and the Denver Mint Eisenhower dollars from 1972 are known to have lower survivorship in higher grades compared to Philadelphia and San Francisco mints. This mint mark, combined with the coin's condition and historical importance, contributes significantly to its valuation. The value of the 1972 D Eisenhower dollar has surged in recent years due to increasing interest in high-grade collectibles and the scarcity of coins in very fine or better condition. In today's auction market, coins like this one can fetch prices in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. The $600,000 figure reflects not only the rarity and condition, but also the demand among serious collectors who understand the historical and numismatic significance of this coin. It's fascinating to see how a coin that was once everyday pocket change has transformed into a highly coveted collectible and a sound investment for numismatists. Collectors also appreciate the story behind each coin. The Eisenhower dollar represents a period of American history marked by both political stability and cultural change. President Eisenhower's leadership during the post-World War II era, combined with the excitement of the space race and the Apollo missions, gives the coin a narrative that adds depth to its tangible value. Owning a 1972 D mint mark Eisenhower dollar is not just about holding a piece of metal, it's about connecting with a chapter of American history and preserving it for future generations. When examining a coin like this, collectors look for several factors beyond mere eye appeal: the strike quality, the detail in both the obverse and reverse, the overall wear, and the presence of any circulation. Scratches all play a role in its grading and ultimate auction value. Even with light scratches from handling and circulation, this coin's very fine condition means that the details remain sharp, the high points of the design are intact, and the overall aesthetic appeal is preserved. Auction houses that specialize in rare coins, both in the United States and internationally, often list coins like this in high-profile events where collectors compete for the most desirable pieces. The bidding can be intense, reflecting the prestige of owning such a rare example of American coinage. For those interested in investing in rare coins, the 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar represents a combination of historical importance, scarcity, and beauty, qualities that ensure its value will remain significant for decades to come. In conclusion, the 1972 D. mint mark Eisenhower dollar is much more than a large silver-colored coin. It's a symbol of American history, a testament to expert craftsmanship, and a prized collector's item. Its very fine condition, despite minor circulation scratches, makes it one of the most sought-after Eisenhower dollars, and its valuation in today's auction market, reaching around $600,000, underscores its rarity and desirability. For collectors and enthusiasts, this coin represents the pinnacle of modern numismatics, offering both historical insight and significant investment potential. Owning such a coin is not only a privilege, but also a connection to the legacy of one of America's most respected presidents and a fascinating era in American history. Next coin, the Eisenhower dollar, is one of the most iconic coins in modern American numismatics, and among its many issues, the 1978 Eisenhower dollar, with a D mint mark, has become highly prized by collectors. Despite being a circulated coin with minor scratches, this particular specimen, in very fine condition, has achieved remarkable status in today's auction market, with values reaching up to $590,000. Its appeal is not just in its monetary worth, but also in its connection to American history, space exploration, and the legacy of President Dwight D. Eisenhower. First issued in 1971, the Eisenhower dollar was created to honor President Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and a celebrated World War II general. This coin marked the return of the dollar coin to American circulation after a long hiatus following the end of the Peace Dollar series in 1935. It was produced in a large size, making it stand out in everyday transactions, and it featured a distinctive design that combined historical tribute with modern elements. The 1978 D mint mark Eisenhower dollar is especially notable because it represents a later issue of the series, during a time when high-quality specimens were becoming increasingly rare due to circulation. The obverse of the coin features a detailed portrait of President Eisenhower, expertly designed by Frank Gasparo. The artwork captures the strength and dignity of the former president, showing the contours of his face and hair with precision. Collectors value this obverse for its clarity and fidelity to Eisenhower's likeness. On the reverse, the coin features a powerful depiction of an eagle landing on the moon while clutching an olive branch, surrounded by 13 stars representing the original colonies. This design, also by Gasparo, commemorates the Apollo 11 moon landing, connecting the coin to a significant chapter in American history and symbolizing the nation's achievements in space exploration. The D Mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, which is known for producing lower mintage numbers in certain years compared to Philadelphia and San Francisco. Coins from the Denver Mint in 1978 are particularly sought after by collectors because surviving high-grade specimens are relatively rare, even though this coin shows some minor scratches from circulation. Its overall very fine condition ensures that the details of both the obverse and reverse remain sharp, which is a key factor in its extraordinary valuation. The value of the 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar has grown steadily in the collector's market. Coins in circulated condition usually fetch modest prices, but examples like this one, with very fine preservation and historical importance, are in exceptional demand. At auction, collectors recognize the coin's rarity, historical significance, and aesthetic appeal, leading to bidding wars that can push the price close to $590,000. This demonstrates how even coins once considered everyday currency can evolve into prized collectibles over time. Collectors are drawn not only to the coin's design, but also to the story it represents. The Eisenhower dollar embodies the spirit of an era defined by post-war prosperity, space exploration, and the enduring legacy of a beloved president. Owning a coin from this series is like holding a tangible piece of history, connecting the collector to both Eisenhower's presidency and the excitement of the Apollo missions. The 1978 issue, in particular, carries a unique historical resonance, as it was minted during a period when the series was approaching the end of its circulation life and high-quality examples were becoming increasingly scarce. When evaluating a coin like the 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar, collectors look at several key factors. The strike quality, detail preservation, surface condition, and presence of circulation marks all play a role in its grading and market value. Despite its scratches, this coin retains a remarkable level of detail. The facial features of Eisenhower remain distinct, the lettering is crisp, and the eagle, on the reverse, maintains sharp lines that emphasize the artistry and craftsmanship of the piece. These elements combine to make it a standout example among circulated Eisenhower dollars. Auction houses specializing in rare coins often list coins like this in high-profile events, drawing attention from serious collectors and investors. The competition at these auctions highlights the prestige associated with owning such a piece. Beyond the monetary value, acquiring a 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar in very fine condition is also an investment in a legacy. It represents not just a coin, but a story, a moment in American history, and a tangible connection to a time of national achievement and pride. The Eisenhower dollar series, though produced for circulation, has always held an appeal beyond its face value. Its larger size, historical connections, and detailed artistry make it a favorite among numismatists. For collectors seeking coins that combine rarity, historical significance, and aesthetic beauty, the 1978 D. Mintmark Eisenhower dollar in very fine condition represents one of the most rewarding opportunities. Its current auction value of approximately $590,000 underscores the respect and admiration it commands in the numismatic world. In the end, this coin is more than just currency. It is a symbol of American history and a celebration of one of its most admired leaders. It is a testament to the skill of its designers, the achievements of its era, and the enduring fascination that collectors have with preserving the past. Owning a 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar in very fine condition is not only a privilege, but also an investment in history itself, offering both financial reward and the joy of connecting with an extraordinary piece of American heritage. Next coin. The Eisenhower dollar remains one of the most fascinating coins in modern American numismatics, celebrated for its historical significance and iconic design. Among these coins, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark has become particularly valuable. Despite showing signs of circulation, scratches, and even a damaged corner, this coin, preserved in visual fine condition, commands remarkable attention in today's auction market, with values reaching approximately $530,000. It is a coin that tells a story of history, artistry, and the enduring appeal of American currency. First struck in 1971, the Eisenhower dollar was issued to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and a revered World War II general. The coin marked the return of the dollar coin to circulation after a long gap following the Peace Dollar series. Its large size, distinctive design, and connection to an important period of American history made it an instant collectible. The 1974 issue, in particular, is notable because coins from this period were widely circulated, which makes surviving examples in very good condition extremely rare. The lack of a mint mark indicates that this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, adding an element of historical authenticity and significance. The obverse of the coin features a striking portrait of President Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparro. The portrait captures the dignity and character of Eisenhower, highlighting his leadership and presence as both a general and a president. The careful detailing of his facial features, hair, and the inscriptions around the rim are aspects collectors focus on when determining the coin's value. The reverse design is equally iconic, featuring an eagle landing on the moon while clutching an olive branch, surrounded by 13 stars, representing the original 13 colonies. This imagery was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia, linking the coin to one of America's most celebrated achievements in space exploration. Even though the 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar in question has circulation scratches and a damaged corner, its visual fine condition preserves the overall design and artistic appeal. Collectors often prioritize coins that retain legible details and aesthetic integrity, even if there are minor defects. The eagle's wings, the lettering, and the overall contours remain distinguishable, which contributes to the coin's remarkable value. In the numismatic world, condition and rarity work together to determine a coin's auction price, and this particular coin demonstrates both. The historical significance of the Eisenhower dollar series cannot be overstated. It represents a post-war America marked by economic growth, social change, and achievements in science and technology. The Apollo moon missions were a source of national pride, and the coin's reverse design commemorates this triumph. Owning a 1974 Eisenhower dollar is more than simply possessing currency. It is holding a tangible piece of American history. The coin serves as a bridge to the past, connecting collectors to the leadership of Eisenhower and the accomplishments of the nation during his era. Collectors also appreciate the story behind coins like this one. While circulation naturally introduces scratches and wear, each mark tells a story of the coin's journey through hands over decades. The slightly damaged corner does not diminish its appeal, but rather adds a unique character, reminding us that even the most valued coins had practical use in daily life. It is this combination of history, rarity, and preserved visual appeal that makes the 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar so highly desirable at auction. The auction market for rare coins has seen tremendous growth in recent years. High-profile collectors and investors actively seek coins that offer both historical significance and scarcity. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar in visual fine condition is an excellent example. At auctions, competitive bidding often drives the price up, reflecting the coin's rarity, condition, and the respect it commands among serious collectors. Today, prices around $530,000 are not uncommon for coins of this type, particularly when they combine historical importance with visual appeal despite minor imperfections. Evaluating a coin like this involves careful consideration of multiple factors. Experts examine the strike quality, the preservation of key details, the extent of circulation wear, and any damage or defects. Even with scratches and a corner imperfection, this coin maintains enough design clarity to make it highly collectible. The obverse portrait of Eisenhower remains prominent, the reverse eagle is recognizable, and the inscriptions remain legible. These attributes ensure that the coin retains its numismatic value while telling the story of its journey through time. Coins like the 1974 Eisenhower dollar are more than collectibles. They are investments in history. They represent an era of American achievement, from the leadership of Eisenhower to the pioneering accomplishments of the Apollo space missions. Each auction is a reminder of how a coin can transcend its face value to become a symbol of national pride, a historical artifact, and a prized collectible all at once. The demand among collectors for high-quality specimens, even with minor damage, ensures that these coins maintain their value and continue to captivate enthusiasts worldwide. In conclusion, the 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar is a remarkable coin that exemplifies the intersection of history, artistry, and rarity. Despite circulation scratches and a damaged corner, its visual fine condition preserves the beauty and significance of both the obverse and reverse designs. With a current auction value of approximately $530,000, this coin is highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. It serves not only as a piece of currency, but as a tangible connection to a pivotal era in American history, celebrating the legacy of President Eisenhower, the achievements of the Apollo missions, and the enduring allure of finely crafted coins. Owning this coin is a privilege, a tangible link to the past, and a valuable addition to any serious numismatic collection.